Dear students of SYBA English Special, let us turn towards the next aspect of our novel. Up to this we have studied plot, we studied the characters, we also studied point of view and the first person, second person and third person point of view. We studied the role of narrator, the first person narrator, the second person narrator and the third person narrator. We also studied in the last lecture the methods of narration, the direct and the epic manner method was studied by us in the last lecture. We studied the autobiographical and documentary method. Now turn towards another aspect of the novel which is very important, that is setting. Now setting is very important for the novelist because of its broad nature. Setting is defined as the time and place of action in the novel. See these various definitions of setting. Setting is the time and place of action in a novel which refer to the whole setting of the novel. Means the time and place of action in a novel refer to the whole setting. Time and place, place here means local. The region, the geographical area, the town, the city. An action is related with the moment of the time, the moment, the period. In the novel, refer to the whole setting, where the events happen. The incidents happen. That place is local. That place is setting. Now the next is the time, the period, the moment, the year, and the place in which the stories take place is referred as the setting of the novel. Now, setting is both social and as well as material. These two quality of the setting refer to the type of setting. The third definition of setting is the setting is defined as what? A background against which the action of a story or play takes place. The word against doesn't mean here opposite. The word against here used in the sense that as a background where the action of the story takes place. Now, beyond these time, place, background, action, events, the most important thing about setting is that it also talks about the manners. It also talks about the way people behave with each other, the way people follow manners. People follow manners in a novel means the characters. People in a novel means characters. Their manners. Because a novelist or literary figure, see what is stated about the novelist or writer, that a writer is a creator as well as creature of society. A writer is a creature as well as a creator of society. The novelist is a creator as well as a creature of society. Now this novelist uses, indicates, informs, makes use of the social ways, the social manners, and with manners, customs of those days, in addition to natural background, environment, time of action, the social milieu. The social milieu is important. The social milieu, the social moment, and res, the milieu, the moment, and the res of the people. All these things are important for the novelist. Each and every novel, as it is a piece of literature, includes all the milieu means the social environment, the moment means the time of action, and the rest means the people of that particular period, their manners, their customs, their ways of life. So setting in this sense is a broad concept. It is a broad concept because it does not include the local or the natural background or the environment of the geographical area, the place, the village, town, cities, but it goes beyond by introducing the manners, customs, social trends, social tendencies. That is the very reason why the third definition, the setting is defined as a background against which the background against which the action of the story or play takes place is more important to us. Now, which element come under the head of setting? Or the setting is formed with the help of the following elements. The setting is formed with the help of all these elements. One, the geographical location in which the action occurs. Whether it is the countryside area, whether it is the village side area, whether it is the natural background, whether it is the industrial area in which the action occurs, in which the action takes place. For example, the scene, even the location of the windows and doors in a room are related with this geographical area. If the novelist wants to find out the life of the farmer peasant, so he must select such geographical region, some geographical area to bring into light the actions of the people. So accordingly, their houses, the streets, the farms, the animals, the dialogues, the language, the dialect, must combinedly form the liveliness of geographical location. The next element is the occupations. Various occupations, professions, and daily way of life, the characters, their manners, their customs, or maybe the manners and customs of a particular locality, are the part and parcel of the setting. So also the time or period in which the action takes place, the year, the season, etc. Now while discussing about these elements, pay attention towards one thing, that setting is very important so far as the historical novel is concerned. In historical novels, the setting is important because it deals with facts, it deals with particular period. So the reference of year, the reference of month, the reference of day must be very faithful, credible in the historical novel. So setting is the most important thing so far as historical novel is concerned. It includes the time and period in which the action takes place, maybe the year and the season. The fourth one is that the general environment of the characters are also taken into account and come under the head of setting. For example, here the religious, moral, social, emotional conditions of the characters, the psychological condition of the characters, the various occasions, various ethics of the society, so on and so forth. In novels and short stories, the setting means the time and place in which the characters are created may also be significant. With this social background, the characters are also significant to us. Their dialogues, their physical appearance, they also form part of setting. So not only the local, the cities and village, the time, but characters are also significant so far as settings are concerned. The statement which is made already by me, that setting is very much important so far as historical novels are concerned. The setting may be very much limited region or may range over the large number of places, cities and even countries. See, novel is such a form of literature that the novelist has great freedom. Novelist enjoys freedom and he may go on introducing his character from place to place, from city to city, from country to country, may go on adding characters, not of limited to one region or one area, but according to the theme, according to the episode, according to the time required, according the story demands. He enjoys freedom and goes on introducing the places, cities, and even countries in setting. But for the organic unity, the time of the action may be as short as the day or many years. Perhaps it's a day, or you may go on introducing years regarding the action. Which needs the time. The novelist should master its details and then present. So before writing a novel, before introducing these characters, before introducing, exposing the novel, the role of the novelist is also important to us. The novelist should master its details, the detail of the novels, and then present a lively picture. Setting plays an important role in forming the action. Now turn towards the types of setting. In this definition, we have studies social and material. The words like social and material. That novel includes both the social and the material things. So regarding the types of setting, there are two types of setting. One, the social setting and the material setting. Here we are talking about the windows, doors, the chairs, the benches, fan. So all these materialistic objects are related with material setting. The home, the hut, its structure, the material with the help of which that hut or that home or that hall is made come under the head of material setting. While others, then whatever the material, come under the head of social setting, the milieu, the manner, the customs, the culture, the physical appearance. So social setting is such kind of setting which includes the milieu, moments, race, manner, customs and natural or environmental background of the novel. The definition of the social setting is, it is description of milieu. Milieu means environment. Moment means the particular time. And race means the people, the characters, their manners, their customs. Setting is the description of milieu, moments, race, manners, customs and natural or environmental background is referred as the social setting. The novelists depict a skillful portrayal of life and manners of a special class, the class or the social group, the social community, the novelist wanted to portray. The customs and traditions of that particular community are introduced by the novelist very skillfully. So, introduction of the setting is skillful portrayal of life and manners of characters, their class, their social groups, and their communities. Because the characters in the novel belong to different groups, different communities. Variety of traits and tendencies in their personality have been found and studied by them when we study novel. For example, in England, there is a region called Wessex. There is a region, there is a district called Wessex. Likewise, we have in Khandesh, Marathwada, Vidarbha. Such is the region Wessex. And the theme, characters, manners, customs of this region Wessex have been introduced or have been described by the novelist like Thomas Hardy through his novels. Now, Thomas Hardy's novels include the milieu, the environment, the natural background of the Wessex. You very well know that even romantic poets like William Wordsworth and others, they through their poems describe the natural beauty of the lake district of England. So they are termed as, the romantic poets are termed as lake poets also. They are called as lake poets because the natural scene, the natural background of the lake district has been described and referred by these romantic poets. So the natural background of the Wessex region is described by Thomas Hardy in his novels. Some novels have various sections, and each and every section, each and every part, frequently, occasionally, the local type of character is presented in the natural background. So, various sections are introduced by the novelist when he follows the setting. Some novels contain the religious background. Some novels contain the regional background. So regionality is very much important so far as setting is concerned. That regional quality is described through the portrayal of the characters. Some novels are written in historical background. by following the life and works of the historical novelist. Whatever may be the setting, the novelist should master details and present the lively picture. For example, we have one famous novelist in the history of English literature who is regarded as William Shakespeare of the English novel. His name is Charles Dickens. He has written one novel called David Copperfield, which has been referred by me while discussing the other aspects of the novel. Now, the whole English Victorian life, the Victorian English life is presented by Charles Dickens in this novel David Copperfield. The Victorian age is industrial age. Victorian age is the golden age for the history of English literature. The same Victorian age in India, the great Queen of Jhansi had fought the first war for freedom, the war of 1857. The war of 1857. It witnessed the same Victorian period. So Charles Dickens, David Copperfield present the Victorian English life very faithfully. So also the social manners and etiquettes are presented by Henry Fielding in Tom Jones. Each and every novel depicts the social manners and etiquettes through their characters. But particularly the novel written in the period, that duration is faithfully depicted by these novelists like Charles Dickens and Henry Fielding. Next type of setting is the material setting. The material setting means representing or bringing the artificiality in time and place of action of the novel. In social setting we have natural environmental background, but in the material setting we have artificial background. For example, the novels of sea life, the novels of military life, the industrial life, where the artistic life of different classes of people deal with the material setting. Different classes of people all have been explained. And so such novels deals with the material setting. The accuracy of the material setting depends upon, once again here, the skillful portrayal. The skillful portrayal of artificiality with manners. Artificiality with manners. Manners of the special classes or social groups or communities. The power of description of this material setting, of the material background, is important one. And it depends on the power of the novelist also to highlight the material and the artificial quality of the setting. Now this material setting overflows in the modern 20th century novels. The modern novels includes the material setting. Traditional novel, for example, David Copperfield and Tom Jones, these are the modern novels, and the novels of the novels of D.H. Lawrence, especially belong to the modern novels. So writers like Charles Dickens, Balzac take delight in minute description of street, houses, interiors. You may say the novelist like D.H. Lawrence also, because he is a modern novelist, D.H. Lawrence. Charles Dickens' social as well as material setting is important so far as Charles Dickens is concerned. So the description of street, description of houses, the description of the interior of the halls, of the rooms include the material setting. There is consideration of skill, vividness and method and general artistic value so far as the material setting of the novel is concerned. Now, before moving towards another aspect of the novel, rather than this social or material setting, turn towards the setting as a part and parcel of the novel. The next aspect of the novel is theme. Now each and every piece of literature includes theme. In each and every piece of literature, the writer deals with certain theme or certain themes. So what is theme? On the surface level, it is very much difficult for us to define the theme, but theme is an abstract subject of a work. The abstract subject of a work means the theme. Because in a work we have not a single theme but many themes. So that abstract hidden quality is associated with the theme. The abstract subject is referred here as a theme. Or a very simple definition which you know, that theme is central idea, or it may be central ideas. Central idea or central ideas, which may or may not explicit or obvious, has been called the theme. The central idea is referred here as a theme. But when we study theme, we must take into consideration that the theme and subject are two different things. Theme is something broader. You may say broadest. You may say having layer within a layer. Subject is on the surface level. A text may contain, a text means a novel or a short story or a drama, may contain several themes. Each episode of the novel gives birth to each theme. Each action of the character may focus on a theme, or each and every action of the major character is associated with the main theme of the novel. So this thematic interest is of great value. So far as the study of novel is concerned. Now see here, what is literature? Literature represents life. Previously, we discussed that a writer is a creator as well as a creature of society. Means society and social life has been thoroughly described by literature. Now here, what aspects of life are stated in a literary piece, in a novel, in a prose, in a short story? Good qualities, bad qualities, evil qualities, virtues, vices, love, hate, etc. are the common themes. These are the common themes of the novel. Why these are the common themes of the novel? Because these are the common aspect of the novel. Joy and sorrow, happiness and unhappiness, the fighting between good and evil, the physical fighting as well as the conflict of thoughts, the conflict of ideas are introduced. So love, hate, virtue, vice, good, bad, good, evil are the very common thing so far as each and every novel is concerned. But as the society progresses, as the society develops, so also the thematic pattern also develops. The nature life in all glories and destruction has also been depicted by novelists. The suffering created by natural calamity, the loss due to natural calamity, so also the profit because of the farm, because of the nature gifts given to man. All these come under the head of the theme also. Now see students, in this lecture we have studied two aspects of novel: the setting and the theme. Setting is a broad concept. Setting is not only the background or the locale, but it is a broad in the sense that it deals with manners, customs, milieu of the characters. There are two types of setting. One is social setting and the other is material setting. Material setting is an artificial one. Material setting is focusing on the furniture, chairs, tables, the instrument with the help of which the farmers work, all come under the head of material setting. And the social setting is nothing but a description of milieu, customs, traditions. So material setting is artificial compared to the social setting. Social setting is very much natural. and material setting is artificial. Thomas Hardy's Wessex novel include the social setting, so also Charles Dickens and D.H. Lawrence novels, particularly D.H. Lawrence novels include the material setting. And after these two types of setting, we turn towards another aspect of novel, that is the theme, which include the central idea. It also include the abstract subject, because each and every event, incident, character's action may give birth to the thematic pattern, the theme. The traditional themes are good, evil, virtue, vice, love, hate, etc. Now, the glories of nature are also traditional one, but as the society develops, the theme also changes according to the development of the society, because the writer, after all, is a creator as well as a creature of society.